Good morning, friends. Greetings. And welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality and health and well-being, and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That's why we're here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 29 years of practicing pharmacy, I've seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension, obesity, skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure. Because the human biological system, the human body is a healing system. It's a regenerating system. It's designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. No doctors, no drugs, no devices required. It does it on its own, but it needs raw materials to do its work. And while this healing and renewing and regenerating system may be called a miracle by some folks, it really is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, we're here for you. We welcome your phone calls on The Bright Side. 844-236-6010 is our number. If you have questions about something you read about, heard about, formulations, ingredients, the longevity products, skincare ingredients, we welcome your calls. Likewise, if you have a success story you'd like to share, or if you just want to contribute to our conversation, 844-236-6010 is our number. We'll get your calls in our second segment. At the bottom of the hour today, we're going to talk to Viktoras Kulvinskas, who is a holistic health practitioner, nutritionist, raw food celebrity, author, co-founder of the Hippocrates Health Institute, lecturer, chef, bishop of the First Christian Essene Church of Christ, and just an all-around good guy and a super, super, super knowledgeable man when it comes to taking care of health in a holistic, raw, God-given, divine way, just like we talk about on The Bright Side every day. Viktoras worked with Ann Wigmore, the wheatgrass lady. He's just an incredible human being, and I'm very excited. We'll be talking to Viktoras Kulvinskas here in the bottom of the hour. So get on board early. We'll get your calls here in our next segment. 844-236-6010 is our number. We'll talk a little bit of skin, talk a little bit about the skin today. By the way, if you're interested in purchasing any of the longevity products you hear advertised on the program, head over to my websites, brightsideben.com or pharmacistben.com, or now criticalhealthnews.com, which is a blog I'm doing with George Norrie with Coast to Coast AM. That's criticalhealthnews.com, brightsideben.com, or pharmacistben.com. Of course, you can also call the phone team at 866-735-2470 if you've got questions, or if you want to sign up or purchase any products, 866-735-2470. So we'll get your calls here in our next segment. Please try to call in early, 844-236-6010. We're talking skincare on The Bright Side. We'll be doing that for a little bit. Skin as an icon, or as a microcosm of the whole body. What's true about the skin is true about the body. And this is the biggest mistake we make when it comes to addressing our skincare issues, is not understanding or not exploiting or leveraging the health of the body. The skin is part of the body, even though it doesn't appear that way. It seems counterintuitive. We seem to think we can just rub something on the skin and create a change in the health of the tissue. Can't be done, folks. Very few skincare problems are topical problems. It hardly ever occurs. When we think of the skin as consumers, we think like Helena Rubinstein. And we think like the manufacturers of skincare products, selling us wax and oil and water and perfume and pretty packaging and hope in a jar. And they're not going to encourage us to think any differently because they make a lot of money doing it. For those of you who don't know, Helena Rubinstein was a Polish immigrant who is considered the mother of the modern cosmetics industry. She came to the United States in the early 20th century when skincare meant painting for your face, mostly prostitutes. Painted faces on prostitutes. That was what skincare was when Helena Rubinstein first came to the United States in 1905 or somewhere in the first decade of the 20th century. And she was an entrepreneur, and she was a women's advocate. And she convinced the average woman / housewife, who at the time wasn't allowed to vote, wasn't encouraged to drive or smoke, or back at the turn of the 20th century, a woman's place was in the home, and wearing makeup was for prostitutes and actresses. Not that they're the same, but that's who wore makeup, prostitutes and actresses. So when Helena Rubinstein came over from Poland, actually from Australia, from Poland via Australia, and she convinced women that wearing makeup was a way that the average housewife woman who couldn't vote, whose place was in the home, she convinced women that wearing makeup was a way that a woman could express herself, her feminine power, by wearing makeup. Now, there's nothing wrong with feminine power, there's nothing wrong with makeup, and there's nothing wrong with using Helena Rubinstein technology. If it's the 19th century or the early 20th century, if your skin is in the 19th century, or if your skin is in the early 20th century. But for us to still be using these kinds of strategies in the year 2015, when we know so much more about what the skin is and how its condition or its health or its appearance relates to the health of the entire body, is a testimony to the predatory and perfidious nature, the deceitful, dishonest, and mean-spirited nature of business people and bookkeepers and bankers and marketers and celebrities in the skincare business who wouldn't know skin health from a hole in the wall, and whose only interest in entering into the world of skincare, which is, at the end of the day, the world of health, skin health, is to make a quick buck. That's not fair, folks. That's just not right. I'm a capitalist. I like to make money. I got nothing wrong with money. But when you enter into the world of health and your only concern is making a buck, it's not fair. And if you're a bookkeeper or a banker and you don't care or love or know about the skin, find another business. It's not right to do that to people. And I unfortunately have personal experience with these kinds of cynical and sneaky business people who could give a rat's you-know-what about your skin, as long as they can extract some of your money. Please, in the interest of the skin, in the interest of the organ called the skin, in the interest of the health of the skin, don't fall for it. Helena Rubinstein may have been a pioneering woman and an entrepreneur, certainly not bad things, but in 1900 she did not know, nor did anyone in her time period know anything about nutrition, nutrients, hormones, the skin, skin cells, skin layers, skin structure. Vitamins weren't even discovered until almost the second decade of the century, and a true understanding of what skin really is didn't start to develop, believe it or not, until the 1980s. Did you know that? Until the late 1970s, early 1980s, we really didn't have a grasp on how the skin worked. If your skincare products were developed before then, well, you're in the Stone Age. At least your skincare products are, and guess what? That's where most skincare products were developed. For us to still be using these kinds of primitive technologies and naive technologies to address skin health, skin care, which is really health care, is just not right. If you have a bad heart or a bad liver or a bad kidney, would you trust a bookkeeper or a banker to get you healthy? Would you rub a cream or a lotion or a serum on your heart or your liver because a bookkeeper or a movie actress or a banker or a marketer who ran or represented a company or endorsed a company that made liver lotions told you could rub this on your liver to make it healthy? Of course not. That's silly. But for some reason, we don't think of the skin as an organ. We don't think of beautiful skin, which is our right. We can all have beautiful skin. We can all have youthful, attractive skin, but we just don't think of it. We don't think of the tissue called the skin or the organ called the skin or the health of the organ called the skin as a reflection of the health of the body. We're looking for the beauty, but we haven't associated it with health. Well, guess what? Just like a beautiful body is beautiful body is a reflection of a healthy body, beautiful skin is a reflection of healthy skin, and we can all have it. We can all have beautiful, zit-free, wrinkle-free, psoriasis-free, eczema-free, rash-free, dermatitis-free skin that's moist and youthful and soft and tight and gorgeous. But it's not a beauty issue. It's a health issue. And that message is somehow not being promoted, and that's why I'm here, to remind us that the skin is not just a canvas for adornment. It is affected, and in turn, it affects the health of the body in general. Vitamin D is made in the skin, and that affects the whole health of the body. The skin converts sun energy into biochemical energy. Our skin is actually a solar panel that turns sun energy into biochemistry. So much that the skin does. All right, I'm pharmacist Ben. 844-236-6010 is our number. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back after this. back on the bright side. Thank you for joining us, friends. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We're on the air Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific, 10 to 11 Central Time, 24/7 on our archive page at brightsideben.com. If you missed a program, we've got 4+ years, almost 5 years of programs at brightsideben.com. Lots of great information if you want to refer a friend or client or customer or loved one. And you can also search, by the way, you can search off brightsideben.com. You can also search for various topics at benfuchsarchives.com. Thank you to Peter in the UK for setting that up. And also you can check out my blog, which we update regularly with news stories as well as blog posts, pharmacistben.com, also criticalhealthnews.com. Thank you to Robert Lundgren and John T. Collier for setting those up. And you can also, of course, order any longevity products you like off of the websites, criticalhealthnews.com, pharmacistben.com, or brightsideben.com. Or you can call the Brightside Ben phone team, 866-735-2470. Okay. We're going to talk to Viktoras Kulvinskas at the bottom of the hour. Viktoras is a co-founder of the Hippocrates Health Institute and just an amazing, amazing health resource, author of a really cool book. If you're interested if you want one good health book to buy, this is the one you want. Survival in the 21st Century, Planetary Healer's Manual. Viktoras is just a beautiful human being. I mean, a really beautiful human being. I'm very excited. We'll talk to him at the bottom of the hour. Time to hit the phones, take your phone calls. Mary in Michigan, who's been calling in for a while here. Sorry, Mary. Left you on hold a couple times there, but now we got you. What's going on? How you doing? Mary, quite contrary. Where you be? Mary? Okay, looks like we got a little problem here with the phones. Let me know when we're up again, Trevor, okay? Looks like, All right, well, I don't know if we're going to... It's too bad because we got... Yeah, time to hit Mary. Mary, you there? Mary? Mary. Okay, let me see if I get somebody else here. Not a problem with the phones? Mary? No. Okay, might be a problem with Mary. Okay, we're going to put Mary back on hold and go to Angela. What's up, Angela? Welcome to the bright side.
Hi, Mrs. Ben. We spoke yesterday about oily skin and adrenal acne. I just wanted to call and finish that up.
Okay. What's cooking? How can we help you? Did I leave you hanging on something?
No, I just wanted to see regarding the stressors that could be affecting oily skin.
Okay, sugar is the most important. Yes, I remember talking to you yesterday. We talked on the air. Here's the thing. Oily skin needs to be regarded as a sign of stress. This is one of the generic ways the body responds to emergencies. When you think about it, the body has all these generic ways of responding to an emergency, whether that emergency is a credit card bill, or it's sugar, or it's digestive distress, or an autoimmune disease, or it's your husband or wife or family, or whether it's cancer, or whether it's a real lion about to jump on you and eat you. All of these are ways or causes of stress, and the body's responses are always generic. The blood will clot for one thing. The heart will beat harder for another thing. The blood vessels will constrict in some places and open in other places. You'll end up with hypertension. Your digestive system will shut down. Your immune system will become suppressed. These are all generic responses to stresses, whether the stress is a Snickers bar, or the stress is your boss, or the stress is the New World Order, or the stress is your dysfunctional family, or the stress is a lion about to jump and pounce on you and eat you. The body will respond to all of these stresses in the same generic ways. These generic ways are called the GAS, the generalized adaptation, or the GAR, the generalized adaptation response, or the generalized adaptation syndrome. It was all of these things are ways that the body responds to stress, and oily skin is one of these ways. So when you have oily skin, you got something that's burdening the body. It's usually not a lion, because there aren't any lions running around our cities and towns. Got any lions running around there in Florida? Probably not. But you probably do have sugar in your blood, or maybe you have an autoimmune problem, or a nutritional deficiency, or a hormone problem, or a psychological, emotional, or mental kind of stress. You follow me, Angela?
Yes. I'm also wondering, does it...
Well, hang on, sweetheart. Hang on. So what you want to do when you have oily skin is you want to regard it as something that's burdening the body. Now, you got to get rid of all the stressors, of course. Sugar is the biggest one, and sugar will make your skin oily pretty darn quickly, but there's also nutritional supplements that you can use, chief among which is vitamin B5, pantothenic acid, taken with the whole B complex, as we said yesterday. Zinc can also help you with dry skin, or with oily skin, and you can also use the zinc topically. Topical zinc oxide can suck up or mop up excess oil. So you can make your own zinc oxide powder, even just sprinkling zinc oxide